driving on today?
Today we're on the autostrada, the toll roads, and I guess that's a little bit out of character for us to be on the toll road, but we learned very quickly the first day or two in Italy, the local roads, especially on the coast, very congested, it's all built up and therefore very slow, stop-start, lots of pedestrian crossings, tight roads. You get stuck behind a tractor, you get stuck behind those three-wheeled little trikes, you get stuck behind cyclists, and you're probably only averaging about 30, maybe 40 kilometres an hour. So to go 200 kilometres would take you maybe 5 hours, maybe longer. Whereas on the autostrada, we can travel at 90, 100 k's an hour, and you can cover the same distance in half the time. So we actually, even though we're paying the tolls, we're probably saving an awful lot of fuel, an awful lot of time, and an awful lot of stress. So we're going to use these strategically, shall we say. And this is our campsite in Florence. It's a big operation, it's close to the CBD, and I imagine that we've got a couple of hundred motorhomes here, also buses with groups of school children. It's about 5 k's to the centre of the city. It costs 30 euros, which is pretty high by campground standards, but it is in a rather special place.
We're here on the Ponte Vecchio, Florence's famous bridge. It's full of gold and jewellery shops and lots and lots of tourists.
Tourist.
So behind me is the Duomo of Florence. It was built, I think, in about 1200, and the facade is all red, white and green marble. Pretty darn stunning.
Here are the lines in Florence. I'm glad we came on a quiet day. Into the horizon. So it's not just churches and cathedrals and old buildings here in Florence, they've also got the market. I'll see if I can get Renee through here without any major blowouts.
Get moving, just get moving.
Why are we sitting out here in the square?
Well, we were going to go to the Duomo, but the queue was almost around it, so we decided we didn't have a spare 2 hours to wait for that. Then I wanted to go to the Florence Academy to see the statue of David, but that was about an hour and a half wait as well. So then I thought, well, let's try the Uffizi, because I was quite keen to see some Renaissance art and some Botticelli, but yeah, it turns out that one's got a 2-hour queue. So instead we've settled for watching the crowds, which there are a lot of here in the piazza, but it's surrounded by beautiful statues anyway, so you feel a bit like you're in an art gallery, even though you haven't been to one yet.
I think that at the Domo it would have been more than a 2-hour wait. I think it was more like 3 or 4 hour. It was an enormous queue.
Yeah, and because we couldn't go into any of those things, we did find a really good food market, which we've already tried once, and we're going to go back and try again.
Yes, I saw you hovering around the cheese stalls. Stay away from the cheese, Renee. Move away from the cheese. Move away from the cheese. Piping hot.
So we're up at the Piazzale Michelangelo, which gives you a great look over Florence. Once again, it was one of those things that we had to walk up to. It seems that all the good sites involve walking up lots of stairs. It's pretty hot now, it's 18 degrees, which means the shoulders are out, and we've got this fabulous view of Florence behind us.